Fullmetal Alchemist and the Beauty of Brotherhood. How Japanese culture defines connection. What makes this bond special? A story beyond blood. Would you risk everything for your sibling, even your body, your soul, your future? In Fullmetal Alchemist, the bond between Edward and Alphonse goes far beyond brotherhood. They don't just share blood. They share pain, guilt, and a single, burning promise. What makes their bond so powerful? It's not about strength. It's about connection. In Western stories, heroes often stand alone. Here, the hero is two people, moving as one. This isn't just a sibling story. It's a relationship defined by sacrifice and trust. So let us ask, does your culture value connection more than independence? Two bodies, one soul, a brotherhood forged in loss. What if your brother lost his body, and you gave up your arm to save him? That's how this story begins. With a mistake and a price, Edward loses a leg, then an arm to keep Alphonse's soul alive. Alphonse loses everything, but he stays. In armor, in silence. They are two beings, but they move like one. Their bond was not born from comfort, but from pain, regret, and love. It's not just physical loss. It's the fear of losing each other again. They hold on tight, because letting go would mean losing everything. The promise, I'll get your body back, loyalty redefined. I'll get your body back. It's not just a goal. It's a vow. Edward says this to Alphonse. Not once, but again and again. He doesn't chase fame or revenge. He fights for that one promise, even when he's broken, bleeding, exhausted. He doesn't stop. In many stories, loyalty is shown to kings or nations. Here, it's shown to a brother. This kind of loyalty is quiet, not shouted but lived. It's a duty chosen, not imposed. A mission born from love, not orders. And that makes it powerful, because a promise made from the heart never fades. Fighting together, growing together, not just a sidekick. Is Alphonse just a little brother? Or is he something more? In Fullmetal Alchemist, Al isn't a sidekick. He's a partner. He's strong, thoughtful, and brave. He fights beside Edward, not behind him. They make decisions together. They carry pain together. They grow together. There's no leader, no follower, only mutual trust. This is rare. In many stories, the younger sibling fades into the background. But Alphonse stands tall, even without a body, even without a voice. Their bond isn't about rank. It's about respect and equal purpose. A true brother isn't someone who follows. It's someone who walks with you. What if they were Western characters? A cultural thought experiment. What if Edward and Alphonse were in a Western story? Would they still be like this? In many Western narratives, the hero stands alone, independent, strong, untouchable. The side character helps, but rarely shares the spotlight. But in Fullmetal Alchemist, the bond itself is the story. There's no lone wolf here. Only two brothers, choosing each other again and again. No betrayal, no rivalry, just trust and sacrifice. This might feel strange to some. Where's the drama? Where's the conflict? But maybe the beauty lies in peace. in quiet loyalty that never breaks. Could this kind of story exist in your culture? Or does it only bloom in Japan? Japanese. Amae. The subtle art of emotional dependence. Can dependence be beautiful, or is it always seen as weakness? In Japanese culture, there's a concept called Amae. It means trusting others enough to lean on them. Edward and Alphonse show Amae in every action. Not by begging, not by clinging, but through quiet reliance. They don't say "I need you" in words. They prove it with every choice. In Western culture, dependence can feel shameful. You're taught to stand alone, to be strong. But in Japan, needing someone is not failure. It's honesty. It's human. Amae is not about control. It's about connection with trust at its core. So we ask you, in your culture, is leaning on others seen as love, or as weakness? Silence speaks nonverbal love in Japanese storytelling. Why don't they say "I love you"? Why do they stay silent when it matters most? In Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward and Alphonse rarely speak their feelings aloud. But look closer. Every action says what words don't. A shield raised, a back protected, a promise kept, without needing to repeat it. In Japanese storytelling, silence is powerful. It's not absence, it's presence. Love is shown through doing, not saying. Through patience, sacrifice, and quiet care. Western stories often rely on declarations. But here, it's in the stillness between moments. Can silence speak louder than words? In this story, the answer is yes. Beyond Brotherhood found families and chosen bonds. Is family only about blood? Or can we choose who we call home? In Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward and Alphonse have each other, but they're not alone. Winry waits for them. Hughes guides them. Mustang protects them. These are not relatives by blood, but they feel like family. Because love is not limited by DNA. It grows through time, trust, and shared pain. These bonds are chosen freely, willingly, powerfully. In many Japanese stories, family is built through effort, not just birth. And when that effort is mutual, the connection can be just as deep, sometimes deeper. So what do you think? Can someone with no blood ties still be your true family? Bond as identity. Who are you without your brother? Who are you without the person who defines you? Would you still be yourself? Edward is not just Edward. He is Edward because Alphonse is beside him. Alphonse doesn't exist alone. His identity is tied to his brother's voice, choices, and warmth. They shape each other, like mirrors facing mirrors, no end, no edge. In Japanese thought, the self is not isolated. It exists between relationships. I am because we are. Not I am because I stand alone. This bond isn't background, it's the foundation. It defines how they see the world and themselves. So ask yourself, is your identity built from within or through someone you love? What does brotherhood mean to you? A universal reflection. What does it mean to be a brother? Is it just blood or something more? In Fullmetal Alchemist, brotherhood is everything. It's trust, pain, laughter, silence, sacrifice, and love. It's not always easy. They argue, they doubt, but they never walk away. They hold on. even when everything falls apart. Because that bond isn't breakable. It's chosen, again and again. And maybe that's what family is. Not who you're born with but who you refuse to lose. So now we turn to you. Who is your brother? What does that bond mean to you? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to know your story. This is just one example of Japan's unique way of thinking. Do people in your country do the same, or is it completely different? Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. And if you liked this, subscribe for a new video every day. See you tomorrow at the same time.